Coco bone strong. Coco bone strong. All about money. So sweet like some honey. Tasting my chocolate chip cookie. I need an ass for no rookie. Yeah. Coco bone strong. Coco bone strong. All about money. So sweet like some honey. Tasting my chocolate chip cookie. I need an ass.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your girl Tosh, aka Coco Bone, coming at y'all with my first review to Baddies West, honey. Yes. Oh, did I see this episode? And honey, I got to hop in with everybody else with my review. Now, as you guys already know, I'm in the process of moving right now, so unfortunately, I can't set up to record on camera in person right now. I would love to be on camera for this review and do my little impersonations and my little like voice change edits and stuff like that. If you guys are not familiar with my edits, please go rewatch my Baddies South reviews. They are hilarious as hell. But yes, you guys, I have to definitely do this review somehow, some way, whether it's on camera or off camera, and it's on a voiceover virtual video. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this review. Ooh, I can't wait to talk my ish on this. So in the very first scene, we are picking up from the Baddies South trailer, which is weird because Natalie, we already know what went down on the Baddies South whole entire like season, so that was not needed. That was a waste of approximately 2 minutes of my life or 3 minutes of my life with that. But anyway, honey, moving on to the next scene, we are now checking out Natalie's nice home with her aunt Dina and her mom Karen and Jacob, her husband. And you know, they're just basically giving a whole like introduction to all the girls and stuff like that. But the only one that really stood out to me the most was Stunna Girl. If you go and Google Stunna Girl's history, she is known for putting another female rapper by the name of Rocky Bad in a doll cage. Like, I actually did my research on this, and honestly, the whole situation was just very sinister. It was very evil. I don't know what transpired between those two for that to even get that seriously deep. From the research I did, Rocky Bad had got a booking. Her and her manager had went out to the booking, and all of a sudden Stunna Girl's peoples had beat up the manager, beat up Rocky Bad, and put Rocky Bad in a dog cage, and also had gave her a cut on her stomach, a nasty cut on her stomach, and she had to get stitches. I mean, you could Google this. I'm not making this up. I can't make this up to save my life. So Stunna Girl is a little bit wicked, you know what I'm saying? She a little bit savage, but you know, for the show purposes, I want to be unbiased. I just don't want to be like, damn, that bitch crazy, fuck that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to still like see how she play out through the whole entire season of Baddies West. So I'm not going to be biased when it comes to Stunna Girl. I just want to give everybody a chance on this show and see what it's hitting for. Okay, now in the next scene, that's when they're introducing us to their new intro. And honestly, to be honest, y'all, I personally feel like last year's intro or the last season intro, Baddies South, should she bad? Yeah, should she bad? I really was fucking with that. Like, it gave like a little kick, you know, like you got hype every time like it came on. I was just like, okay, I could mess with this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, I definitely like the intro for last season, but this intro, it's more sexier, it's more, you know, I guess elegant, so to speak. And you could tell that they budget for this season had went all the way up after Baddies South. So okay, all right, but you know, like I said, it could have had a little more hip to it. I guess they would just focus on the girls being very sensual and sexy and stuff like that. So yeah, all the girls in the intro video look amazing, but I'm not gonna lie, Natalie Nunn was definitely giving Cardi B from WAP, okay? But I thought she looked really good, especially with her being natural. Like, shout out to Natalie Nunn for keeping it natural. I'm glad that, you know, she didn't go underneath the knife and she's still popping and still lit. Like, you don't have to have stiff hard boobs or stiff hard ass just to look like something. Like, you could just be your natural self with your natural big mommy titties like myself and your natural behind that's fat naturally like myself and like just still be a bad bitch. So okay, Natalie Nunn, she looking good, looking like a big chin version of Cardi B. Yes, period, poo. You better go ahead, Natalie sis. But yes, that's it for that scene. So when the next scene, that's when we are picking up from the intro scene itself. So they're basically showing us how they would shoot in for the intro scene with the photographer and the videographer and stuff like that, and getting their hair and makeup done, wardrobes all together for this intro. Okay, and in the midst of this scene, I noticed how Razor looked absolutely fucking gorge. Razor, to me, in my opinion, is one of the best looking girls on the cast. I don't know, she's just drop dead gorgeous. And also, so far, I really like her spirit. She seems like she's humble. She seems like she's chilling unless you provoke her, and then she gotta give you a little 1, 2, 3 hit a quitter. I really like Razor so far, and I think she looks drop dead gorgeous. Now obviously all the rest of the girls look gorgeous, but I don't know, something about Razor. See, here's my thing with women, right? Women can do their hair and makeup all they want, but if you don't have the good spirit to go along with your hair and makeup, then you just basically a wicked witch on the inside, but a beautiful woman on the outside. Basically, you're good looking on the outside, but you ugly as shit on the inside, if that makes sense. Razor, she just gives off like this glow or brightness about her. You feel what I'm saying? That I really am feeling. So shout out to Razor for looking good and also, making people feel good. Like, she just seems like a real cool chick so far. We just gonna have to see throughout this season. And next look was Rolly. Rolly looked it pretty good too. The green looked good on Rolly. Next up was Scotty Too Hottie with the body, and she's looking gorgeous as always. Scotty always look good, but whoever did her hair needs to be fired. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sis is trying too hard to blackfish, but that's another story for another time. So the next look was Biggie's look. Biggie honestly looked like a big ass pumpkin. She looked like a big ass orange. I was not feeling the orange. Honestly, I'm not feeling Biggie, period. I'm not feeling her presence. I'm not feeling her identity. I'm not feeling nothing about Biggie, but we gonna get into that later. Next up was Kat. Kat was looking oh so cute as usual. Shout out to my girl from Philly. Yes, repping for us Philly girl. But yeah, she was looking, very cinnamon. I like her purple outfit. It was giving seductive or seductive. It was giving, sexy purple plum. Like sexy eggplant. That's what it was giving. So I definitely was feeling Kat's look. Next up, we have Low London. She was looking cute as usual. And then we had DJ Sky, and she was looking very cute with the baby blue. Okay, she's definitely trying to rep for her best friend since her best friend's man is Blueface. I don't know if that's kind of cheesy, but yeah, she was looking good in that baby blue, honey. So in the next scene, that's when they show Krishan, in the confessional, talking about how she walks in the room and the energy is pretty much off because everyone was giving her, I guess mean mugging stares and stuff like that, wondering where the fuck she been at. And like Low London was already irked about Krishan being late and not participating on time with the rest of the group for the intro shoot. So I can understand why Low London might have been mad, because maybe she was holding everybody else up. So in the next scene, that's when we get the Stunna girl. Stunna was basically matching with the rest of the royal gold and white theme. She looked really cute. Stunna girl's a really cute girl. And also, I might sound like really childish and petty as fuck for this, right? But I noticed that Stunna girl is like 5'2", or she's like my height. She's little. And because she little, I hope she whoop everybody ass because she little. I'm sorry, but listen, I'm about to be team Stunna girl because she's small and cute just like me. So any bitch that fuck with her needs to see them hands from Stunna girl for all the cute short girls out in the world. You big tall women is always trying us cute small girls, and honey, it's just giving, you're wishing that the whole world ain't seeing your ass. It's giving that you wish you wasn't as tall as a fucking skyscraper. You wish that you didn't look like the She-Hulk, okay? Now, they ain't towards all the tall girls. Get out of your feelings. These are just jokes. All women is beautiful in all shapes and sizes. But let's not sit up here and pretend like some tall women don't be hating on us short girls because they low-key wish to be short because it looks more feminine. I hope Stunna Girl, for the sake of her being short and cute, fuck every bitch up that comes in her fucking direction. But anyway, y'all, so in the midst of this scene, after Stunna Girl was done doing her shoot, she goes to try to say hi to Natalie, and she happens to see Grandma, aka Tommy Lee. I'm not calling Tommy Lee a grandma, I'm just repeating Stunna Girl's words. So after Stunna Girl had peeped that Tommy Lee was in the building, oh Lord, some chaos already starts off, honey. Stunna Girl is now in the confessional expressing to us how she felt very offended by the audition before. She was auditioning for the show Baddies West, and it was Natalie, Suki Hana, and Tommy Lee as one of the judges. And because Tommy Lee was one of the judges, it definitely makes me confused to why the fuck is she on this show when she was only supposed to be a celebrity guest judge, but okay. Anyway, Stunna Girl is still feeling some type of way because while she was fighting Suki Hana, she claims or alleged that Tommy Lee had threw a drink at her while she was fighting Suki Hana. I guess she figured when she see Tommy Lee is on site, and oh my God, was it on site? When I say that Stunna Girl ran up and jumped on Tommy Lee like a squirrel on a fucking nut, honey, it went down. And surprisingly, Tommy got dragged. Now, a lot of people was saying that, you know, oh, Stunna Girl snuck her, Stunna Girl snuck her, Stunna Girl snuck her. Now, it do look like she had snuck her. I'm not even going to fraud. But at the same time, Tommy, you was popping off a lot of shit during the Baddies West auditions with Stunna Girl. So now that Stunna Girl is a part of the cast right along with you, honestly, if you want the real truth from me, you ain't even supposed to be a part of this, Tommy Lee. Your ass is just supposed to be a celebrity guest judge and that's it. But whatever, you getting paid obviously for this, so you're on the show like with everybody else. But if you knew Stunna Girl was going to be a part of the cast, why was you so mellow? Why didn't you have your guard up? Why wasn't you ready to rumble? Because Tommy Lee got hands. Like, I'll play an old clip or insert an old clip. I'm not going to play the audio, but Tommy Lee, when I say she beat the brakes off of Tierra, which was Scrap DeLeon's baby mom, oh my God, like she beat the brakes off that girl. So Tommy Lee got hands. That's why I'm so shocked that she got mopped and dragged by a little old Stunna Girl. You know what I'm saying? And again, you big bitches, y'all be trying to sleep on us little ones. Don't be thinking just because you bigger than us, you just automatically gonna win. Us little girls or us little people, we might be little, but we got that agility. That's the beauty of being little. We can, you know, teleport out this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I just was really shocked that Tommy Lee had got dragged by Stunna Girl. Now, in the midst of this scene, as security was trying to run and one of them had slipped and fell and bust their ass, which was fucking hilarious. Tommy had mentioned in the scene that she didn't know she was supposed to have a fight. So it's definitely giving that producers or production behind the scenes be playing puppet master and be having the girls on puppet strings and controlling how shit is gonna go down. They literally be telling these girls behind closed doors, okay, so in this scene, you're gonna argue with so-and-so and then you're gonna fight them. So that was very interesting how Tommy Lee had mentioned she didn't know she was supposed to fight somebody. So in the next scene, that's when Tommy Lee is now cursing out both security guards. She is cursing them out for filth. And she's trying to blame them for the reason why she didn't get no licks back. But if you rewind the tape, Tommy could have had stood up and started swinging. She just decided to lay on the ground and try to hold on to Stunna Girl while Stunna Girl was throwing one hit and pulling her hair. Because truth be told, Stunna Girl, in my opinion, didn't do that much damage to Tommy. Honestly, I don't know why Tommy is trying to blame security for her not getting no licks back, but Tommy, you could have stood up and started punching. I understand, you know, it was technically a sneak and you really wasn't on point, as they say, and you didn't really have your guard up, but sis, like, you could have stood up and started swinging immediately. Like, just start windmilling windmilling. You feel what I'm saying? And I just felt like Tommy could have got up and started swinging. Like, don't blame security for you getting mollywopped by Stunna Girl. In the next scene, that's when Tommy has a pair of her soaked in her juices, used up, discharged, dirty panties in her hand, and she is now trying to make the dark-skinned security guy sniff them and even attempts to put it on his head. And then after that, that's when she starts to walk around with her panties in her hand and still trying to put the panties in other guys' faces for them to either smell it or to wear her panties, which is very weird. I do not know why this needed to be included, but okay. And may I also add that thumbnail picture that they got on the actual Zeus network itself. Why did y'all do Tommy like this? Why did y'all do Tommy like that? Y'all did not have to, out of all the thumbnail pictures, y'all post the one where Tommy looked fucking crazy. Like, and normally Tommy takes some beautiful, gorgeous pictures, but in that thumbnail, that was not it. Poor Tommy. Oh my God. So in the next scene, that's when Tommy started to talk to 2 or 3 of the girls on the top of the stairs, and she was telling Razor in the auditions when she was trying to let Razor know they're not going to respect you in the house. She was basically just trying to tell her that they're going to be trying to sneak you and do all other types of weirdo shit. Razor is just assuring her that no one is going to try her, and she's staying 10 tones down on it. So moving on from that scene. So in the next scene, that's when it's the next new day, and the girls are all excited and ready to get on the bus to go to the Baddies West house. So that's when everyone noticed that Krishan Rock was missing, and also Stunna Girl was missing, and Natalie had assured everyone that she had talked to Tommy, but Tommy was still upset, so she would not be present in this scene. However, Krishan had also decided to call Rolly, I guess originally just to bust it up and chat. Rolly had decided to put her phone on speaker, and that's when you hear Krishan saying that she basically won't be attending the bus because she ain't trying to argue and fight with nobody. So that was that for that scene. They decide to finally get on the bus, but surprisingly, Stunna Girl will also be attending on the bus ride to the Baddies West house. So they are now waiting on Stunna Girl, and Stunna Girl finally arrives, and that's when the bus starts to take off. So in the next scene, that's when we see all the girls just trying to have a discussion about, previous events or current events that's going on within their group. And that's when Low London had decided to let everyone know she's a little bit irked with Krishan because it's like she's not participating in the group activities, with the rest of the group. Like, it is technically a job, even though that it looks like a vacation and it looks fun, it's still a job because once they start filming, that's when they start getting paid. That's how Low London is feeling. It's like, girl, like, we all here to get this bag as a group. Why are you always late and holding up everybody? So that's when Big Biggie decided to get in the conversation. Everybody has businesses to tend to. All the boss ladies has businesses. But then that's when, Razor hopped in and said, well, sweetheart, I got 3 businesses as well. And like Low London said, everybody left their business to be here. So, Biggie had decided to understand and be quiet with her clout chasing ass, but we're going to get into that in a minute. So in the midst of this conversation, Rolly decides to basically get in and defend Krishan to all the rest of the other girls, basically saying like, look, she just don't want to be used as bait for a fight or anything like that. And that's just pretty much all there is to that. In the midst of this scene, that's when, Razor tries to, have a more upbeat vibe and cheers to them going to the new house. But meanwhile, Stunna Girl is the only one that is irked on this bus ride. It is funny because as they're cheering, she happens to turn her head and look at them like, ugh, these nut ass bitches. So in the next scene of these girls on the bus ride, Kat was telling people like, listen, let me know if y'all need some parties put together and whatnot. And then that's when Biggie decides to get her big ass in the conversation. And she's like, oh, are you a promoter? And then that's when Kat was like, no, I'm not a promoter, but I do parties. Like, I put, events together. So then that's when Biggie was trying to play her, talking about oh, okay, so you're a promoter. And then Kat was just like trying to explain to her, like, no, bitch, I'm not a fucking promoter. Like, I just told you what I do. And what I do is I put events together. Now, Biggie kept trying to say, like, I'm an event coordinator and I hire promoters, and any promoters, they work for me because I'm the boss lady. Okay, Biggie, you're the boss and you hire promoters. Who gives a flying fuck? Nobody cares. Like, Biggie is really irking me through this scene because it's giving I want clout. It's giving I'm trying to make a name for myself. It's giving I really want to be famous. You feel what I'm saying? And she's just doing absolutely too much. Like, now in the midst of this bus ride, right? Peep how Biggie watches what she says with Kat, but then she want to feel all hard when it comes to little old Stunna girl. We gonna get into that in a second. But yes, on this Kat versus Biggie promoter conversation, whole entire debacle, Kat was just like, look, sweetheart, I do big businesses. I have Bank of America account. I mean, anybody can have a Bank of America account. I don't know how that makes you more superior because you're with Bank of America. Like, any random Joe Schmo can get with Bank of America. But anyway, the point that Kat was trying to make was she's not a promoter, but she do put parties together, and that was just it. And that was all. Like, I really didn't see the reasoning for Biggie trying to argue with Kat. It was a weird ass fucking argument, and again, it's giving I want clout. So in the next scene, that's when Low London had decided to switch the subject from Biggie and Kat with the whole promoter versus event coordinator thing. And that's when Low London was like, girl, what happened at the photo shoot yesterday? Like, you ran up on Tommy. That shit was crazy. So Stunna Girl is basically saying in her confessional she think all the bitches should mind their business because it doesn't have nothing to do with them. But in the van, she actually decided to talk about it, and she told everyone that, she didn't like how Tommy Lee had tried to throw a drink at her during the audition while she got into it with Suki Hana. So, in the midst of these two talking, Stunna Girl is basically giving her take, and that was just supposed to be that. Big Biggie decide to hop in this conversation, and she decides to tell Stunna Girl that there's a time and a place for everything. A real bad girl knows to not mess up her bag, and a real bad girl knows when to get it popping. So then that's when Stunna Girl just simply replied and said, okay, I don't care about that. Well, everybody had wasted their time, and I was sitting in the beauty chair for almost like 3-4 hours, and I really didn't appreciate that because I was trying to get to the back. So then that's when Stunna Girl was like, okay, well, stay lit then. And that was just supposed to be it. In the midst of this scene, that's when Rolly tried to switch up the topic and just let everybody know she don't care about the beef. It don't got nothing to do with her. She just want to roll up her first blunt. I know that's right, Rolly. And she just want to relax and just enjoy, their time out on the West Coast. You feel what I'm saying? In the midst of this scene, that's when Kat had asked all the girls how do they feel about Tommy. Low London is telling everybody to wait for Tommy to be here for us to even have an opinion about Tommy, which I also agree with. That's fair. Shout out to Low London. But then, Rolly is now starting to explain that she's just basically not trying to be biased because she don't know nobody and they're not friends and they're all grown ass women. So after Rolly had gave her statement, that's when Big Biggie decide to get back in the conversation again and basically is saying how at least Tommy Lee had went out professionally after the whole debacle or the whole fight. She claims that she wasn't taking sides, but you just said a second ago that Tommy Lee had left professionally, and then now you're saying that there's a time and place, basically insinuating that Stunna Girl had fucked up the photo shoot. So you are taking a side, and that side is Tommy. Big Biggie. So then that's when Stunna Girl had decided to intervene and tell Biggie she's basically grown. She might look like a little girl, for us little cute girls, we have that advantage, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, and again, these are jokes. So if you're going to be sensitive, please go somewhere else and be sensitive. Do not come to this channel and expect me to watch my mouth for y'all. If you come to my channel and you have watched my videos before, y'all know I'm very blunt and non-biased. I'm not going to sit up here and take nobody's side. I see what's right and what's wrong, and it's my opinion, and I said what I said. But anyway, honey, now that I'm done giving that disclaimer, yes, Stunna Girl decided to intervene and respond to Biggie and told her big ass, like, look, bitch, I'm grown. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me when to fight, how to fight, who should I fight. Like, bitch, I chose to fight right then and there because it was on site, and that was just that. So that's when, they started arguing, going ham, throwing insults, trading insults with each other. And honestly, you guys, I don't care who feels what way about this. I am not believing that Biggie is a woman, okay? I need to see her wear a one-piece bathing suit so I can closely look at her private area just to see the lip prints. If I don't see no lip prints down there and I see a bulge, I am convinced that that is a man. She's built like a man, she walks like a man, she acts like a man, and she sounds like a man, and she look like a man. I don't care. That's my opinion. And if y'all mad, again, you can exit stage left, girl, 5, and go watch something else by your damn self. Respectfully, okay? But Biggie is getting on my fucking nerves. Like, she's just so masculine, and now she's trying to curse out Stunna Girl in Spanish because Stunna Girl said that she's half something and half Mexican. She's mixed with something else, but I just heard the Mexican part. So, Biggie is letting her know that she is a Dominican Republican, okay? And she's coming from the island of DR. And she started to curse out Stunna in her own Spanish language, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce because my Spanish is fucking terrible. I need to take up a Spanish class. But yes, Biggie is now cursing out Stunna Girl in Spanish. And in the midst of this argument, Biggie is hating on the fact that Stunna Girl is little. Bitch, everybody's not trying to be built like a man like you, Biggie. You are a man. You're a transgender, bro. In my opinion, allegedly, you are a transgender. I don't care what nobody say. You can be mad all you want. Oh, you're so ignorant and you should know more about the LGBT community. And I don't want to hear that bullshit. I'm not watching my mouth. I'm not changing up my opinion for nobody. That bitch is a man until I see her wear a one piece and I'm able to see the lip prints through the bathing suit. Until then, she is a transgender. Any woman she fight in the house, that would be considered domestic violence because that is a grown-ass man putting her hands on women. She's just doing too much. And now you want to hate on her because she's smaller and way prettier than you. Way better looking than you. Way more feminine looking than you. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a mean girl, but it's just like, why are you hating on her height? See, just for that, that's why I hope Stunna Girl whoop every bitch ass in that house for all the little women. Because you big bitches always want to hate on us small bitches. Like, we sorry that y'all tall like a grown ass man, but that don't got nothing to do with us. Just still stay pretty, keep it cute, and be a bad bitch. But no, y'all want to hate on short bitches and try short bitches because y'all think y'all can get one up on us. I keep telling y'all, us short bitches, we got that agility. So in the midst of this conversation, Stunna has had it. She is now through the roof with Biggie because she just won't shut her ass up. She keeps talking and talking and talking. So at this point, Stunna Girl's like, you know what? At this point, bitch, what's up? Throw them hands because I'm tired of hearing your fucking voice. And she's telling Biggie to shut the fuck up. And she's just not abiding by the rule, of course, because everyone loves to have their ego go when they know they fucked up, but they just can't admit they fucked up. So in the midst of Biggie still talking her shit, that's when Stunna Girl had grabbed onto Razor's bottle and had threw it at Biggie, honey. And I think it landed. I think it connected. And in the midst of this scene, here comes Rolly intervening in the conversation because she heard Stunna Girl say, after the whole bottle throwing, fight or whatever, she heard Stunna Girl say everybody gonna be on the ground messing with her. Now, I felt like Stunna Girl was just saying that more so towards Biggie. I didn't take it as like she was trying to threaten everybody. She was just trying to say if anybody hit her, you will be on the ground. For some weird reason, Rolly had took offense to that and decided to, tell Stunna Girl, don't be threatening everybody. Don't threaten me. I don't got nothing to do with y'all beef, blah, blah, blah. And Stunna Girl is, at first, she's trying to tell Rolly that she doesn't have a problem with Rolly. She wasn't talking to Rolly, but Rolly still insinuated, oh, Stunna Girl, you threatening everybody, including me. Stunna Girl is just like, look, man, you want to take it that way, then fuck it. Like, I wasn't really even talking to you, but all right, like, since you want to take it that way, you on my hit list next, bitch. So that's when, Rolly had started talking her shit. After Rolly was talking her shit, when she sat back down and had called Stunna Girl bitch, Stunna Girl had leaped over the chair, threw water on the Rolly, snatched off Rolly's wig, and started kicking Rolly in the face. And that is the end of that scene, you guys. Oh my God. This episode is crazy already. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for it, bitch. I hope you guys had enjoyed this review. If you didn't, oh well, but if you did, I highly appreciate it. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, show your girl some love, help your girl get to 3,000 subs. Make sure to leave some suggestions in the comment section down below. And please give me a big thumbs up, for it helps to push my videos further out into the algorithm. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.